Is society putting the pressure on you? Are you sick and tired of living up to the norms? Oh, be a strong black woman. Oh, you're such a strong black man. Yeah, this week we're talking about it. Welcome back to another episode of Textually Active.
Textually Active.
Your weekly dose of conversations about navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, and all the ships in between. I'm Rez, and I got Meezy with me.
What it up?
What it do? How y'all feeling?
It's another day, good day. Weather's been kind of nice lately. Niggas ready for that big spring action.
It has been nice.
Nigga, I'm going outside.
Yeah.
I don't fuck what Fauci talking about. Fuck what that mask talking about. I'm going outside.
Oh, we got E on the boards.
Yo, and Meezy.
And mic'd up.
We're a little early.
I'm going outside. Fuck. I wore shorts the other day. I'm out here, bro.
Didn't North Carolina just lift the curfew?
I am outside. They stopped serving alcohol at 11. Catch me indoor dining.
Okay.
Gyms at 50%. Restaurants at 50%. We out here, nigga. We here. You can get that summer body now and go for it. Shit, even if you got to be in a house. Them Instagram influencers just use a ring light and a tripod. They take pictures inside the house. You could do it too.
That's right.
Shit, I just seen the green. If you want, you know what I'm saying, they got green screens. You could put whatever background you want to behind you. For the low.
That comes in handy for the Zoom. I seen somebody with a couch. They had a picture hanging up. They had art on the wall. It was a virtual background.
See what I'm saying?
Because they don't want people in their business at their house.
Let's get it. I'm here for it. I'm going outside.
I want to go. I too want to go outside. When that weather start peaking towards 70 degrees, I'm not going to be sitting in the house.
I'm outside. I don't care.
I will wear my mask to make everybody feel okay. But people are getting vaccinated. I think the majority of people have had it. I think it's time to start getting back into the flow of what life is like. I've been at work. I went to work. I went to the office.
I'm cool. I'm about to start wearing masks like condoms. Like only if you ask me to. Yeah.
What? Can you say that again?
I'm about to start wearing masks like condoms, only when you ask me to.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so by request, that makes sense. It doesn't, but okay.
Nah, you ain't never been somewhere and stopped a vibe because a motherfucker didn't have a mask on. Like,
I hate when he says stuff like this and then I have like follow-up jokes. So it's like, he's going to be wearing a mask and then he's going to sneak in, move it to the side and we're like, we're not supposed to be doing this.
I feel like when you see those videos of people who are all out without their mask on, you get to a certain point where you're the only person with your mask on and you're like, well, what am I holding on to? Yeah. If they don't have their mask on and I have a mask on, it's not protecting me anymore because they don't have their mask on.
Nobody cares.
I think you need all parties to have a mask on in order for it to work.
Motherfuckers don't care about you. Listen, motherfuckers never loved us.
Some people lapping people in this COVID game, bro. There's people who have been catching it twice.
They got it early and now they getting it again.
This is a case where PTSD probably would have worked for somebody.
Right.
You to stay at home. Like they've been asking you to.
I still can't smell shit.
Really?
Literally.
Not a little bit?
I still can't smell shit. It's crazy. It's really it wasn't fun. It's not good. I definitely don't want to get it again. I wouldn't suggest it anybody. I mean, it affects people differently, but I still can't smell.
So that means I can fart in here.
But
no, you can't.
But I don't want to like make it seem sweet, but I haven't smelled shit in like 2 months and like literally like poop.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. Like I be like passing gas and stuff and I can't smell it. But on the flip side, I want to smell food again.
You got a little scat fetish?
I want to smell food.
Oh, so you just gonna ignore everything you just said?
What?
That you enjoy smelling poop?
No.
Smelling farts?
No, I said I enjoy not smelling it. I'm enjoying not smelling it.
I don't know. You said that a little while.
The bathroom sessions have been a little bit more
okay.
Enjoyable because I don't have to smell it, and vice versa. Like if he is in the bathroom handling his business, I can pop in there and have a chat without being offended.
Nobody likes that. I don't care what these memes said, this little TikTok challenge. Nobody wants you in there.
What? You mean you don't want me in there?
Yeah, I go to the bathroom to get away from you.
You do? And you lock the door. That's why you lock the door sometimes?
To get away from you.
I'm just trying to figure out how you get it open.
Sometimes, they got that key that's over the door.
That's
what it said.
I figured, but she hit it. Like, I don't know where it's at.
I mean, I don't think it's anything wrong with if we're having a conversation outside of the bathroom and you go into the bathroom, that shouldn't stop our conversation. Especially if we're the only two people in the house and we're having a good conversation. Maybe we want to talk somewhere.
But I don't want you to
Can we talk over shit?
No. That's a good joke. That is a good joke. That's a good joke. That was your best joke. Sometimes I like to turn the shower on while I'm on the toilet.
We get into disagreements about that all the time. Because why are you just letting the water run?
Because you got to get the water to your right temperature.
No, so you're wasting the hot water.
Who the fuck cares? You pay for it.
But it runs out at a point. It's not endless hot water.
When?
It does run out.
When?
You don't shower long enough. Have you ever washed your hair in the shower? Well, never mind.
That's
not a good question.
When does the hot water? This ain't a fucking. We don't have fucking septic tanks. I live in an apartment. There's enough water in there.
I can get a good 45 minutes in that shower before the hot water goes away, and it's like warm.
Well, I mean,
that's at my apartment.
How long? Why are you in the shower for 35 minutes?
So I've been doing this hydration method with my hair, where I wash it in the shower first and condition it and put the deep conditioner in it. Then I get out the shower, sit underneath the dryer. Then I go back into the shower to wash it out because your hair gets maximum hydration from letting the water hit it in the shower. So I've been washing my hair in the shower and it takes a bit. So that's why. But too much about us. Let's get into what we came here to talk about. Yes.
This is what this is about.
Yes. What is it about?
What the fuck is what kind of listen to what you just said to me. You literally just said to me, eventually the water runs out, so why are you in it? But it's okay for you to have a process that takes 35 minutes?
Yeah, because I'm using the water. When you're sitting on the toilet taking a shit and the water's running, you're not using it. So
when they tell me to go outside in the wintertime and let my car run, am I wasting gas? Am I polluting the why is that something? Yes, you are. It's a thing, though. I mean, you're heating up your car, but you're also, using the energy. So here's what I came to talk about today. Tell me what. I'm here to talk about these weird-ass societal standards that they keep putting on us. These onuses. These, I don't even want to call them manifestations. How the fuck you say that word? Manifestations. That word. Good one. Unwritten rules are behavior. Yeah, bro, nobody asked that. Nobody told, I never told you to tell me that. Why do we have this? And it's just, it's getting to the point where we have people saying shit just for the attention. It's starting to get uncomfortable, and it gets uncomfortable because you don't know where, like I just said, unwritten rules. You don't know where these rules came from. Exactly. But you wake up and you realize, dang, I'm really following these rules and I don't know why. Why? Why am I doing this? Why is this the norm? And then a lot of people are finding themselves in disagreements because one person is trying to break the norm and the other one is trying to stick to it. And just because we can't break the norm, one person is looked a certain way, that is another thing being placed on them. It's a disagreement. And I think as a society, we've gotten to the point where if somebody doesn't necessarily agree with your standards, they're wrong. Yeah. Or the societal, if they don't agree with the pack mentality, exactly. Everybody is doing this. Yeah. I should do it too. They're like, nah, I ain't doing that. Right. And it's so funny because when I was writing, when Textually Active was writing the bio about you, they were like, he normally doesn't like things. And I feel like you get into a lot of different heated debates, especially on the internet, because you don't agree with what the norm is on the internet. Yeah, because so a lot of the things that I debate are opinion based. Yeah. But opinion based, there are no statistics, there are no facts, none of this shit. So it's bro, me and you can have a difference of opinion and it's cool.
I don't know. Everybody always says we can have a different opinion until you got a different opinion.
Until you got a different opinion, and now somebody look like a jackass or somebody stupid, or it's not like, no, bro. You're not explaining yourself well enough for me to understand, and I'm also telling you what I understand, and you obviously not understanding what I'm telling you.
But then we have to add in the additional layer of technology that goes between it that makes whatever you say come out in the tone that I want it to come out in.
No, because
like if you say, all right, whatever you say, you said it like that, but I could read it like, yo, whatever you say then,
yes.
And it comes off as fighting.
And now
so the tone is missing.
And we moving into where we're now getting to a place where communicating is getting even more, I wouldn't say difficult or simple, but now you can go into a chatty room and have a conversation, and you hear what they said and how they say it, and they still look at you like, what are you like? No,
yeah, that's funny. People still get stuff out of context and
Chatty Box.
Yeah, like I think
where that comes from on Chatty Box is that there are dialogues that are taking place during the whole Chatty Box thing, but I think that is a situation of not listening to the conversation just to listen and understand. You're listening to respond. And once you start thinking of your response, you're no longer listening to what the hell I'm saying to understand it.
Right.
So then you jump into it and you just still talking about your response. That one thing that I said, well, you don't wash your hands after you wipe your ass. You're stuck on that. However, I moved on. You don't wash your hands after you wash your butt. You just get straight into the shower and wash your hands there. That's the rest of the piece, but you missed that. So now you're still stuck on that one piece as opposed to talking about the overall thing, which is maybe you should wash your hands before you get into the shower.
I ain't gonna hold you. I completely tuned out because I was like, wait.
She might have
so
this.
Like, I don't.
She might.
Why?
I don't know.
No, we were just talking about it earlier, so I brought it back.
But see, what I'm saying is because I already turned that shower on while I was on the toilet, now I can just get in the shower and wash my entire body.
Right.
There's no need for me to stop.
Yeah, I think
go to the sink and get in the shower.
Because it's not like you only wash your ass over the toilet.
like me and Jazz got into an argument the other day about flushing the toilet with the entire lid closed. I didn't realize that was a thing a lot of people did.
Yeah.
They closed the entire toilet seat.
It's new now.
It's
a
do.
new thing.
Look.
No, because those videos are very scary on the internet. I don't know how this is becoming. This whole conversation is based around the bathroom. It's hilarious. But like, it was a video that was going around, and it was like, if you like, it showed the toilet, and when you flush it, how it kind of like sprays out. Like, I don't know if you've ever sat on the toilet and flushed it, but you feel that gush of wind. It's like a cold feeling. That is the remnants in the toilet splashing up and giving your ass a kiss. That's what that is. So when that lid or your butt isn't on it and that stuff splashes out, it just sprays. And I think it was like some weird number of how far it goes, but far enough to touch your toothbrush if you're not careful. So you have to put the lid down when you flush it so that toilet stuff don't get out.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it, I guess, like the greater part of my 20s. But it's fairly new.
So what about the other part of your 20s when you didn't do it?
I was flushing toilet. I was a kid.
So are you all right? Do you think you have toilet trauma that you need to work on?
Listen, there's a connection on closing the toilet and having a cap over your toothbrush and wearing a mask. That's what I'm saying.
All I'm saying is I feel like we as a society has a thing with trauma.
Trauma or like trying to fit in or try not to be on the opposing side. Because if you look at what's going on with Meek and how society has been going against or talking to him and talking at him based off of a song that didn't even come out, it's kind of like, bro, I didn't release this. Like, this is something that I was working on. This is still a draft in my mind. And now y'all have it and y'all taking it and shifting it towards different narratives.
Not even that. It's a thing of where if I say something and you don't like it, now I'm supposed to feel bad about it. And at the time, I know for a fact I didn't mean this with any kind of malice. I actually said this line in a way that was uplifting. Like people cared about when Kobe died. So I'm pretty sure when I die, somebody's gonna care about me.
Right.
So it's like, bro, we always supposed to be great. You see great, imitate great. So now when I finally say that and put it in words that I feel as great as Kobe, now it's like, bro, you shouldn't have said that. You're supposed to think like that. You can't say stuff like that.
Or when the majority is saying that.
Yeah.
Now it's like a jump on.
Yeah, like, let's get this. We don't really like this nigga as much anyway. He already do a lot of clown stuff. Let's just find a way to now label him because he think different from us as some clown ass shit.
As if we don't sit up on the internet and tweet stupid shit all damn day.
All day.
All day. That goes against
random shit, whatever.
So one of the societal norms that I want to touch on a little bit more, just so that we're not sticking to the surface level, is the standards around being in a relationship. I've seen recently something going around about we're always talking about standards in a relationship, but specifically around like specifically around Pacifically. I could say Pacific. Nope. Specifically around having your life together before you get into a relationship. And it's kind of like, why is that? Like, so I'm supposed to like have an off switch, like when I'm broke and down and out, where I can't find love because I'm a broke bitch. Like now I just have a switch that I don't need love, I don't need affection, and I don't need attention. I shouldn't be in a relationship. And I feel like I'm against that a little bit.
It makes no sense because we kind of touched on this a couple weeks ago, but let's just say this. Let's say if I thought I was where I was supposed to be in life, that would mean my standards would change, which also means my taste would change, which means the type of women I probably like would probably change.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, finding somebody already is hard.
It is.
But finding somebody who I think meets the standards when I think I'm high and mighty, it's probably gonna be even harder. Like, so you want me to either be single and perfect because people are ever so every day evolving and changing. So what I thought I was cool at 25 may not be cool at 30, but because I think I'm okay, I'm supposed to just, you know what I'm saying, settle. It don't work like this.
It's a contradiction because they say that whole thing, stay down until you get up. So you want somebody to stay with you while you're broke, but then, you know, when you rich, enjoy it. No. But then when you rich and you find somebody, it's, oh, she a gold digger, or, oh, he just using her for her success and all these other things. So when are you supposed to find love? Are you supposed to find it on the way up? Are you supposed to find it at rock?
Are we not supposed to do those type things?
There are homeless people in love right now.
Like, if my girlfriend is famous, am I not supposed to use her for clout?
What?
Like, we already date. Like, we're dating. She's famous. You see her all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, you're supposed to know who I am.
Other cultures do it all the time.
Like, I know we give Ari a bad rap, but we don't give her a bad rap for dating rappers. We give her a bad rap because we don't know what she does and why she keeps showing up in front of us. That's what the rap is. But if she was like, I mean, there's people who know she's probably got like hair, lashes, whatever the thing is that they do.
It's influence. She's selling influence.
Exactly. Like, all right, say that. Like, tell us that. Show us that. Not just that every time we see you, you shaking your behind. Like, that's the thing that I... Like,
I mean, that's a part of her. That's a part of her influence, though.
Exactly. But it's like one of those things where it's like, okay, she's with a rapper. She needs to get eyes on her. The most visible people right now in society are entertainers. Of course, this is the life she's in. Of course, she's gonna date somebody like her. They're equal. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I definitely don't think it should be shamed or frowned upon if you're with somebody who's successful and you use that to help leverage your stuff.
You do realize if I'm on a certain level and me and you start to be together, we now are on the same level.
Right. So it's kind of like reaching down and picking somebody up. And I in real life and everyday experiences,
It's gonna happen.
It's something that happens all the time. If I have a friend who's a millionaire right now, you don't think that they're dropping gems and giving me free games and saying, yo, I could use you over here in this area so that I can continue to build my brand. I think the thing is when you actually act like a leech instead of like actually adding value. But since we're down here and we're not there in their day-to-day experiences, it looks like they're leeching, but we don't know what value that person is added to.
I think
their
a
life.
lot of us get so caught up on a surface spectrum, like what it looks like, bro.
We only get one angle. We get what people are willing to show us.
Right. Even if you not even like just internet shit. Like when you know people, like unless you're with somebody 24/7, you have no idea. Like I don't even know like what jazz is like when I'm not around. like you ever thought about your partner, what they do when you not around?
You have an idea.
You have idea, but you don't know specifically.
know.
Like they could be weirdos when you not around. Like when she leave the house, I could turn off all the lights and just sit and do demonic shit in the dark. She would never know. Like she would never know because I've never showed her that side of me. Like, so I think what happens is we get fixated on shit being what we think we like and what we want it to be like. And so we start like chasing for certain things and that becomes standard for us.
Right.
And I think a lot of it needs, like, we need to figure out a way to stop doing that because it's like, bro, I get on here all the time and say I want that Lambo truck. But by the time I get that Lambo truck, something cool might be out that I might not want the Lambo truck now. Like, what I think, like, you just got to take shit, like, live in the present. Just be present. If I'm a trash person now, that don't mean I've always been a trash person. There could have been times where I was a good person. That don't mean I'm going to be trash in the future. I could change. If I live in the present and I think I'm trash now.
But I feel like we're constantly living to meet that level and please the people around us because that's the easier route to take. Look at, for example, like marriage. We don't really know why the goal is that hasn't really been explained to me. Goal to get married, have kids, and buy a house. And there are a lot of generations that got caught up in that, but don't necessarily know why. Because we were taught by society that gives you some type of joy without actually considering that every person is different.
Yeah.
That goal of marriage, being in a relationship, having a family doesn't fit every single person. Yeah. So when certain people start to break away, it kind of looks like, well, why don't you value that? Or why don't you like that? And I think as a group of people and as a society, we have to get out of that. Like, people have different thoughts. Exactly. It's okay.
Yeah, like,
it's okay.
I don't understand the importance of marriage. And I'll be I don't get, like, I don't understand, like, the importance of it because I feel like you could have the same bond with somebody without them having a title or having it legally binding or having a promise made in front of God if that's what you believe. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you can do all of that without, like, the hopes. Because if we using what society tell us, you gonna cheat anyways, sis.
Society love to tell you that.
Like,
and at least I ain't getting cheated on. They love that.
So, like, if my favorite. If he gonna cheat, he gonna cheat.
Right.
Like, so the paper isn't gonna change it. The ring that he wears on his finger is not gonna change it. Lord knows how many times I told God I was gonna stop doing something if he let me get through this.
Every time I have period cramps, I'll be like, Lord, if you just let me get through this, I promise I won't eat another piece of cheese. I promise just let me get through this period, Lord God.
And what you do when it's over?
Get right back to the same old bullshit. Cheesing them nachos up.
So it's like, I just don't understand. And I, like, been having this conversation with people. Like, what is it? And I always thought that women valued marriage, but according to a Facebook survey that I posed, no, they didn't care. They're saying it's not important no more as it used to be.
I think I can understand the value of being married and what comes with that. And it is something that I want in my relationship. I want to be married. I want to have a companion for the rest of my life, have that title, have his last name, all of those great things that come with it. And I understand why people don't see the value in it, but I'm also not placing it up on like a super high pedestal. Like the first time you meet me, hi, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, no, you're not getting that. My favorite color is green. I like to eat after 12 and I drink Trulies. Like that's what you're getting. Oh, and by the way, I'm a wife. I have a degree. I have a house and family. Like that's not high up on my priority.
I just want to say she describes me the whole way through, even though she tries to say, "Oh, I'm a wife," and like she's still talking about me the whole time.
What? Oh, I'm a green. My favorite color is green. Yeah. I like to eat after 12. That's but funny. Like I think that's the thing. Like we put it up on society has placed it on a pedestal for all of these years, for as long as we can remember, even to the point where their focus around celebrities and their relationship is, are they going to get married? Oh, is such and such pregnant? Like they're constantly asking those questions to the point where it's like a norm.
I hate it.
I don't like it.
I hate it. I hate what we care about.
I hate what we care about too. Like the whole, and I've realized this, guys, I've been engaged like probably since we've been doing this podcast. So you could see
it wasn't
it's not intentional, but like it's going to happen. It's something that's going to happen. We're going to be married. We're going to be happy. But my focus isn't so much on the ceremony. It's about the relationship. Is the relationship good? Like, and I think a lot of people flip that, and that's where we get the stigma that marriage isn't good, it isn't fun. Are you guys focusing on your relationship? Like are you focusing on getting married?
Or is the goal to just say you married? Because I feel like that's what it is. It's just the goal to say the women want to use my husband as a phrase. All right, this might sound toxic, but I don't see as many guys use like my old lady, it's like you either know who she is or you don't. Like we don't make an emphasis to put the
emphasis on wife.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. It's my. A lot of guys don't say wife, like unless you just one of them guys that use the word. But it's like my girl, my old lady. Like it's just like it's not it's somebody that we just we grow with. We loved him to death. We did everything. We've done all of this great shit, but we don't see this as a dynamic.
But that value has been placed on women, though. That marriage, you want to go be somebody's wife. You don't want to do this because you want a husband later on in your life. You don't want to sleep with a whole bunch of men because nobody's going to want you. Like, you want to keep your figure together. That way you can find yourself a man and get married. Or you don't want to cuss too much because you want to find yourself a man. And it's just like, as a young girl, you get all of that stuff. Where's your boyfriend? Are you bringing your boyfriend home? Who you taking to prom? All those things lead up to the point where the value is placed on a husband for women.
The shit that be making me laugh.
And men aren't getting that same treatment.
Yeah, we are. You ever been to Walmart? Ain't going to Walmart?
Yeah, I've been to Walmart.
You been to Walmart?
Yeah,
and you going in Walmart, right?
I prefer Target, but...
Oh, we have been in Target.
Yeah, I've been to Target.
And went into Target. Expecting to get something and they didn't have it.
Yeah.
Whose fault is it that Target don't got it?
Whose fault is it that Target doesn't have what I'm looking for? Maybe my fault, because I didn't think like, will Target have I don't know, what's something that Target doesn't have? I don't know. Wings that'll help me fly.
Right.
No, because it's not an airport.
So you just expected to go in that Target and be able to be like, oh, they gonna have it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna got it.
Right.
But when you go to Target, it ain't. What is this? Where are these fucking... Yes, we're getting that same conversation, fam. Because it comes from the people. If Target tell you we ain't got it and you still going there thinking, I'm going to still get it from Target. That's not an onus on Target. That's on you, bro. Like, guys are telling you, I ain't shit. Be telling you that. You see that he ain't shit. And then be like, you know what? I think I can make this work.
I see what you tried to say about Target. But I don't think that goes right. I don't think that goes together because it's almost like you've been trained to think that way. I haven't been trained to think that Target has the husbands and go into Target and say, where's my husband? And then look back and be like, dang, I didn't think that Target wouldn't have husbands here. But people have been trained to think that since you're a woman, you are supposed to get a husband and supposed to have a baby.
Are we? Because I think I saw a meme the other day. It was pretty good. It's like a lot of the rich black women that I know,
Mad single.
mad single.
Mad single.
I mean, there's no generation wealth being passed down because they mad single and don't have kids. Like this $1 billion empire that Rihanna's done built up. Unless in a couple of years she finds Oprah. Oprah is closer to being away from us than she is staying.
Well, Rihanna is dating ASAP. So maybe it's something to come out of that.
Again.
Part 2? Okay.
Like
Oprah, not sure.
Like,
but that does place the...
I don't find all of these things to be mutually exclusive.
No. Wait, why?
Because I feel like the characteristics they ask you to have in order to find a husband are just characteristics you probably should have in general. Like, not sleep around with a lot of guys. It's just another way to say value your body, value yourself, have great, value. If that's how you value yourself, by giving yourself away, I think so. Okay.
But isn't the question why is that the way to show that you? Why is that the way that you have to show that you value yourself? I can value myself by not being a pushover, but I like to have sex.
But I'm saying I think that is the topic should be value yourself. And I don't think how you do it is important.
Yeah, I think the issue is everybody's standard for valuing themselves is different.
Yes, so we're trying to make one set of things to stand
it's anecdotal.
Like I think you said that we don't tell guys. We tell guys that, but guys don't give a fuck about stuff like that.
Tell guys what?
We don't care about. I've never sat down and said if I slept with 100 girls, I'd never be able to find a wife.
Yeah,
I've heard it. I've heard it from women I've tried to wife. But it's like we hear that and we don't care about stuff like that. And it's just
I think the thing about boys coming up as opposed to women is that women, like, we were taught certain things specifically around self-care that I don't think men got the same pleasure of being taught. Like we had to get our nails done. Like that's a thing. Like your nails have to look like something. You have to have some type of skin routine, like your bathing routine. Like we put a lot of thing in. There's a lot of bitches running around with Victoria's Secrets, Bath and Body Works, those smell goods. Y'all just had Axe. Like that was all y'all had.
Which is trash.
Y'all just had Axe. So like women.
To this day, hold on, because this is a great topic I want to bring up. And if somebody out there listening, let me know. What is a quality body wash for a man to use?
Not a 3-in-1. Not a fucking 3-in-1.
What am I like?
You know what it's called? Her body wash.
You see what I'm like? What am I like? Just because you take soap, put it together, and it smells manly, I'm not sure that's good for my skin.
You shouldn't be using the same thing you use on your skin, on your hair, okay?
Or listen, why are there types of body wash? Is the skin on my hand, lotion, the skin on my hand different from the skin on my arm? Why is there hand lotion and body lotion?
It's the way the product is pushed.
Like what? How would I have known this? Like why?
Well, I mean, I guess the only
are there straight man YouTube tutorials? Like I've never.
So the thing
get on that. Wait, hold on.
Is that the thing is that when they push a product, they always push it towards a certain sex. So Dove has been marketed towards women for so long, and y'all got like Axe, but we also have all the other stuff that the girls like.
And to be honest, I use Dove men, and I didn't like it as much, so I went back to using regular Dove.
Right, so it's almost like men, y'all have like those same luxuries, but now they want to start making special face washes for you guys, or special acne treatments for you guys, special shampoo for men. You can use the curls products that I use.
Sound like a hater to me.
No, but you can use the same thing, but they want to take like they want to make it a societal thing where it's like men use this, women use this, but in all actuality, we can use whatever.
I mean, it's because
the only thing y'all can't use is like tampons and stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, there are. I guess we're going back to the bathroom. There are these things called dude wipes. They didn't pay us for the show, but there are like some baby wipes that are called dude wipes.
Even
y'all can use the regular wipes, but you didn't want to use the ones that said feminine on them.
Yeah, because never mind.
Trapped. Slavery of the mind.
because
slavery of society got you trapped.
Because you were trying to get me to use some Summer's Eve.
It wasn't Summer's Eve. It just said feminine.
That's what I thought.
It just said feminine. You can use it on your booty hole too.
It's just a booty hole.
You can use it on your booty hole.
But it's just like even Mr. Potato Head is changing his name
to what?
Potato Head.
Period.
Because they think that Mr. Potato Head makes it gender specific.
How do we get here as a topic?
Or it just makes it cheaper because they both look the same.
That's what all you do is put the parts together on the potato and you can name it whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Like what
it just sounds like that they just saved themselves a couple of dollars.
It's like why we been marketed to think about certain shit a certain way. I don't like it.
Well, we're getting to the point where they're getting rid of like the gender norms. Because that's where we're at. We're not specifically talking about society anymore. We're on to gender norms. And I think with the trans community being a lot louder and wanting to have a voice, and which is granted, like you do want to be able to include everybody. So there are different genders now. It's not just exclusively man and woman. Like there are different ways that people identify that we have to include. So now that's shifting. Like it's no longer marketing towards strictly girls. You have to market to people who don't identify as male or female. You have to be in the middle. So I think that's going to change what society looks like around like things being specifically for men and women. And that is what it is.
But there was a Miss Potato Head. Like we're just going to get rid of her altogether.
No.
Was there a miss or did they just have the girl parts in there?
But do you think about it? Like, they're not going to get rid of her. All they're going to do is that now they're going to get rid of the second body. All the pieces are going to be with the other pieces. And now I'm going to charge you more. Because now you're getting two. You're getting two for the price of one.
I generally don't know the answer to this, and I've been confused my entire life. Who is Bugs Bunny's counterpart? His female counterpart?
Lola Rabbit?
Who is Babs Bunny then?
Wait, because you know what's confusing? There was the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right? And the lady in there, her name was Lola, and she had that red dress, but she was never a rabbit. So I think what gets confused is Lola, and you put the rabbit on it, and Bugs Bunny.
Her name in Who Framed Roger Rabbit was not Lola. That was Jessica.
Oh.
Maybe it was Jessica.
Well, shit. I don't know. Who's Lola Rabbit then?
Who's Babs Bunny?
Are they the same person? I don't know.
But we do know for sure.
I'm just trying to figure out.
We know for sure who Bugs is.
Yes.
Well, it's like.
Well, you know when everybody was getting those costumes with Lola Rabbit and and Lola Bunny. Her name is Lola Bunny.
Okay.
And what was the other one?
Who's Babs Bunny?
Babs.
Mine is the rapper. Shout out her.
Yo, shout out to her. Oh, shoot. It's an internet thread about it. Babs Bunny versus Lola Bunny. So Bugs Bunny got a female counterpart, Lola Bunny. The relationship between Bugs and Lola is very similar to Buster and Babs. So even though Babs Bunny was created long before Lola Bunny can be considered Babs' adult counterpart. So she came later on.
See what I'm saying? Like,
I don't care about none of that.
But the point
you said Buster, but I don't know who's Buster.
So the point that I was making is when they started marketing to us, the first character we know is Bugs. Bugs was the character. Then they said, "Oh, we need representation." They made a woman. Her name is Lola.
Her name is Babs.
Her name is Lola. Then they backtracked and said, "Hey, let's make the kid version of them."
Oh.
And so Babs is the kid version. That's why it says you can refer to Lola as the adult version of Babs.
Yeah, but they said Babs was created long before Lola. Because wasn't Bugs Bunny, he was originally for kids, and then I guess when Space Jam came out, that's when it switched. Was Lola?
It's just the society is giving us some shit. They just trying to please us and make us think this is how it's supposed to work. And I don't. They confuse us more so than they help us.
Right. So I got a question for you. So as a man, what does society make you feel like you need to be or no?
Handy, strong.
Like physically or mentally?
Both.
Like unfazed. Sometimes
emotionally intelligent.
Really?
Sometimes
as a black man, they expect you to be emotionally intelligent?
Sometimes they ask me to be emotionally intelligent, but sometimes they also ask me to just be strong-minded. Mm-hmm. It's a contradiction every time. I think now, as you know, you grow older and I need to work on myself is becoming a thing. So I need to be in tune with myself. And like, they ask a lot of us and I just do the best that I can. Like, I don't know.
I'm doing what I can.
Yeah. Like they ask me not to be homophobic, but me saying, man, that's G word is not a target towards the homosexuals. Like it's just
I think it is though. Saying, yo, that's gay to things that aren't like two people of the same sex getting into it is like offensive because you're trying to say, nah, that's gay as if it's something that is bad, if that makes sense. Like if I was trying to describe my water bottle as like something that's corny, I'd be like, nah, that's gay. Like I'm not doing that. That's gay. So it's like it becomes offensive to people who are actually gay. Like if that shirt was ugly and I'm like, nah, that's measy. Like as a way to call it ugly,
which is
that's offensive.
It's a phrase
towards you.
But
is it a phrase?
Yeah, it is.
Where?
People say that.
That's measy?
Yeah. Like mid, that's measy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. But do you get offended by that?
No.
What if they said that's your actual name to describe you as it?
Okay.
But
because I like to use no homo. And I do, bro. I like to use it because it's fun. It's just fun. Playing the pause game is hilarious. But then now does that make me homophobic because I enjoy that? Why can't they let me enjoy things I like?
Because it's offending somebody. That you don't like, it's offending somebody by calling something gay.
But so me saying no, like whoa, no homo. You're wilding right now?
Yes, it is. It comes off as homophobic.
What if I say it to a gay person?
Why? Like, why do you think I want you? Like, why do you think that I want you that you have to say no homo to me?
Because I have high standards of myself.
No, just because I'm gay don't mean I like you. That's it.
But what if I am your type?
But just because I'm gay don't mean I like you. Or if I know that you're a straight man and I'm a gay man, but you assume that I like you just because I'm gay is like, nah, dog, like we just cool. Why do I gotta like you?
But I don't know that.
Oh my gosh. So that's why
I'm not saying that like in terms of how you're saying it, but the term like why do I gotta like you is just kind of funny.
Why would you not like me is the thing. Like,
I mean,
but that has more to do about yourself than
but I'm letting you know.
But
I'm letting you know right now. Like, no.
But you don't have to let me know. You can keep that internal. Like, even if I was dealing with like somebody of the opposite sex, like say now you're dealing with a female, are you going to say no straights? Like now, like to let me know that, or are you going to say I have a girlfriend every time that we have an interaction to let me know that I shouldn't be attracted to you?
Yes.
No, you're not.
I would.
You're not coming out in the middle of a conversation like saying, dang, I want to lick the shit out that lollipop. I got a girlfriend now. Like, you're not saying that. Like, say if you sitting there eating a banana and you're sitting with a gay man and now you got to say no homo because it's sexual. If you're sitting with another woman eating a banana and you guys could very well be attracted to each other, you're not saying no straights. No straights, I'm going to tear this banana up.
I feel like we should make that a thing. That's kind of fire.
No straights?
No straights would be kind of fire.
Okay, but so you were talking about the things that society placed on you as a man.
Right.
So you say that it's that they don't want you to be homophobic, which is fair. Like, don't be homophobic. It's simple.
True.
And then is there anything else?
I just think it's like a lot of like they're asking me to be this certain way and always be that way. like I can't evolve, or like what I say today, I'm supposed to stand on it. Like it's like I don't know what tomorrow may bring.
I think for society, when I look at it for Black men, it's the things that you said. You're supposed to be strong. You're supposed to be intelligent. You're supposed to be have a voice, be able to protect, and all of these things. And it's almost like I understand the pressure. Like I feel pressure as a Black woman, just navigating the world and navigate. Is that one of the words we were supposed to leave back in 2020?
Navigate?
Yeah.
Probably.
Just perusing through the streets of the world.
Good word.
It's like I feel like I have to carry this societal norm on my shoulders. I have to be trendy. I have to be witty. I have to be intelligent. I have to be emotionally intelligent. I have to be able to support people. I have to be empathetic. All of these things. And sometimes I just want to freaking chill. I don't want to do none of that. I want to sit there and just enjoy the vibes.
Do you?
No support, just vibes.
But do you? But do you?
What do you mean?
Because, we've been friends long enough. I know the kind of character you are, the kind of person you are.
Okay.
If I, yo, Rez, I got this event tonight. And you like, oh, I'm free. You going to probably show up.
Yeah. But
I didn't ask you to. I was just informing you that I have an event tonight.
Yeah.
So is it like I didn't ask you to be a supporting friend. That's just who you are.
Right.
Why is it I'm just trying to understand this whole thing of is it people have asked you so much that now you feel like you entitled to do it, or this is who I am, but they expect it from me? So
I just want to bring this full circle. So because this sounds like this question has deeper roots. Where is it? Is there something that you got this thought from that is bringing this up in this conversation?
I've just saw some things about the narrative of Black women aren't blank.
Mm-hmm.
When actuality, the noun that they're not would be an adjective to describe them.
Okay.
So, women aren't rehabilitation, but they're also nurturing, supportive, caring.
Mm-hmm.
They help people. They're helping.
They're loving.
They're loving.
All of those
so
things.
all of the things that would rehabilitate someone, they have that in them. And I guess the pressure has been put on them to display it,
mm-hmm.
whether they want to or not. And I don't. This is gonna sound crazy, but I want to know, is it okay to be those things when you want to, or is do you want to just do those things when you want to, or do you not want us to look for you to do that? Period.
I think the issue is when it becomes expected of us to do things. Those things have been attached to our name. Being strong, being able to heal, being able to nurture, that it's almost expected and it's placed on us. And then whenever somebody sees us, that's what they expect to get from us. So I think it's the expectation. We can't help that those are our personality traits. But when you think that it's something that we should do or something that you're entitled to receive because you're around us, that's when it becomes nah, well, maybe I don't want to do it. I was going to do that anyway, but since you asked, now I don't want to do it. When you on your way to the kitchen to get the dishes cleaned up in the sink and they say, hey, yo, you gonna clean up them dishes? Now you don't want to do it. Now it looks corny. I don't want to do it anymore because now you expect, you telling me to do it, or you expect that of me.
So easy. So I guess the way I kind of look at it is you heard the term brother's keeper, right? You get the whole idea about that, right? So typically, and I guess sibling dynamics, right? Or family dynamics is kind of the pieces that, hey, you are, if you have a little brother or sister that you are expected to watch them. It's really not necessarily the norm, but it's that is your responsibility.
Right.
Right. But that is that in that case, because you have the direct connection. Right. But to put a whole group of people in that bucket, no matter what it is, even though it's considered a good trait, is toxic as fuck.
Yeah, but I feel like that is an onus put on people, not just Black women specifically.
But we do know that Black women are gonna be the people to be the women to save us. Period.
Why? Why do we know that? Because they keep continuing to save us, and nobody's ever asked them to.
I mean, if we didn't,
but they never been thanked neither.
Yeah, if we also don't get the recognition we deserve behind that. Like we do all these things and we're titled strong and independent, but those are also things that keep us from getting the recognition that we are. Because you know what else it takes to be strong and independent? It comes with a mouth. Like I'm going to stand up for myself. Like and then it comes off of me standing up for myself. Now I have an attitude. So when you put that strong title on us, it's kind of like hard-headed, stubborn, got an attitude, don't take direction well. And those are all things that trickle down from that. And it's like, maybe I don't want to be attached to that word. Maybe I just want to be like a woman, like a black woman. And then you make your own definition based off of the interaction that we have. But don't just expect me to be strong. Like, nah, nigga, like I cry too. I get tired. I get weak. And strong comes with, you know how they have all those memes going around, check on your strong friends? It comes from people not checking on us because they expect us to be good.
Which is the thing that I think, like, I just think that's, like, yes, it's very black woman specific, but it's also for me. Like, no, like, as a black man, I'm not the strong guy. No, I may not take this bullet for you today. I might want to go home to my family. And just because you're a woman, I might not. No, my woman wants me to come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things where I see that it is a big problem. Mm-hmm. And this is just conversation piece. This is how I generally feel. It's just conversation piece. I want to have this conversation because we don't hear these conversations. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where it's placed on black women, but it's also placed the exact same way as, like, just people. Like, I don't even want to make it men versus women. It's just people. Like, bro, today I woke up and I really didn't want to do nothing. But I can't show that to nobody else. Because if I show that, now I have to ask the questions, what's wrong with you? Are you depressed? Are you this? And it's like, I wouldn't think about it. But now that you brought it up, I might be having a bad day today. Mm-hmm. And so now I'm dealing with a trauma I didn't even know I had until you told me I had it. And now I've got this concept in my head. Like, I think what we've been doing to people is making people crazy. Yeah. Or, I mean, I don't want to say crazy because that's what they label you when you have a different thought. But I think that's what's been happening. I think we just, like, we keep doing this to each other for no reason.
It's a lot of pressure that comes with trying to live up to the standard and trying to fit in with the group.
Right.
Like, you have to do a lot to just deal with the unwritten rules that you have to follow. Like, when you think about the industry that you want to get into, it's common knowledge that you study that industry to try to be normal. But honestly, what's been setting a lot of people apart is being different and doing it the way that suits you and what you feel good for. Like, people, they laughed at Thug for wearing that skirt. Because that wasn't what rappers do. Like, that's not what rappers are supposed to do. And they laughed at him for being a fan of Weezy, as if you're not supposed to idolize people. Well, idolize is a word that I want to get away from, but as if you're not supposed to pay homage or give tribute to somebody that you admire.
Like, bro, this nigga, when you rack up his list of accomplishments, half you niggas that never took that route don't have that.
But we were laughing at it. Like, people were laughing at it.
Like,
now look at them.
Yeah, like,
everybody want a Thug feature.
Everybody want to be next to the nigga that helped these little babies and these gunners. You know where they got that from? Got it from him. Like, we in a society that where we don't acknowledge shit. We don't acknowledge the fire shit. We don't acknowledge the present. Because at the present time, he wore the dress. It was like, what? Why does this guy have a present? You wore the dress. Like, let's acknowledge what you did. Like, you wore the dress. But we also never take, well, let's talk about it in totality. Like, Cam Newton is a MVP NFL.
But we never seen Thug do it again either. So it was just, I mean, and that gets into a whole nother bag. But
yeah, like,
it
do we define people by, so what makes do we define people by one moment of their life or in totality? Because I watched Cam Newton go through a whole argument with a kid on the internet because the kid was calling him trash. And everybody's comment or opinion of that is the kid was disrespectful. You should have been asking him what you should do. Ask him what you should do to get to the NFL. And all of this. This is he's been to the Super Bowl. He's an MVP of this league. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. When, okay, in totality, he's done all of this. But right now, I'm talking to you in the present. In the present, nigga, you trash.
No, I don't like that, because the same way we pay tribute to people like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe, all of those other athletes, there was a time towards the end of their career where they weren't great, but that doesn't make them trash entirely. No. You have to take into consideration somebody's history before you start calling them trash.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is 40-year-old Michael Jordan was trash. I'm not telling you Michael Jordan as an overall was trash. I'm telling you Tom Brady, the first time they played New Orleans that week, he was trash.
So is it okay to call Michael Jackson trash?
There's some trash. Michael Jackson butterfly ain't Thriller Michael Jackson.
But that just because that moment wasn't good doesn't mean Michael Jackson overall is trash ever.
But what I'm telling you is in the moment. That's my point.
No, but
why can't we say that?
I think the issue was he did, like, if he were to say your game is trash, like, I didn't see the video, but if he were to like me saying that Michael Jackson's song was trash is not me saying Michael Jackson entirely is trash. If you're gonna call me trash just because right now I'm not winning, it don't make sense to me, because all of the other things that I did were great.
If I say
so that outweighs the trash.
But what I'm saying is, if I say episode 14 of Textually Active was trash,
that's cool. But the podcast ain't trash.
That's what but I'm allowed to say 14 wasn't a good episode.
Right.
Why is this not allowed?
So in the moment, if you said, yo, that episode was trash, that's cool. But I think where we're having a difference is when they're saying that the entire person is trash. Like, was he saying that Cam Newton is trash entirely, or was he saying that right now in your game you're trash? Like,
right now,
I'm gonna
that
say
was a bad game.
That kid was trolling. Like he wanted to get a rise.
That's what the thing we keep putting. He probably wasn't trolling. He probably meant that. He meant that, nigga. Right now, last year you played like shit. You was trash. Yeah. You're a free agent now. You was so trash you don't got no job.
But
like, that's what he said in the moment. Right now, you trash. Why is the kid?
So he said, "Right now, you trash." He didn't say you're trash.
You trash. You're a free agent. You're a free agent because you trash.
But he's calling him trash.
But then the weird part too, on top of that, it was like it happened at his camp.
It wasn't a camp. It was a tournament. But Cam was a coach of one of the teams.
Wasn't he a sponsor of the thing?
Nah, he like a coach of one of the teams.
I don't like that. I don't think that's a good way to determine what somebody is doing just based off of one thing. Like, to say that I'm a trash person.
To be honest, he could have just shut up and just be like.
So what was Cam Newton's response?
He was rich.
He was trying to school. Oh.
I'm rich.
No,
I'm rich.
He didn't say that.
He said I'm rich, and he said, you know what? I shouldn't be having this conversation with a kid. Where's your dad at?
I mean, so in hindsight,
actually, I want to take back everything I said. I didn't watch the.
And then he flips the video and goes, "Well, how was your game today? Was you trash today?" Which means, are we living in present? Like, we're living in the present. How was your game today? What did you do today? Was you a good player today? Because if you wasn't a good player today, then you trash. What his example would have been had the kid gave him that.
No, I think you have to place the trash word on your game was trash, or the way you threw that football was trash. But me as a person, after all of the things I accomplished, if you calling me trash in my face is like, nah, I'm never going to accept that. I don't give a fuck if I was sleeping in a box in the moment and they come up and they say, yo, you trash. Now, washed up? Yeah, I may be washed up.
Same thing.
But trash?
Same thing.
Nah, washed up is different. Washed up means that I was actually at a point. Trash means you ain't never been shit. You always been trash. You ain't got to, like, you got to use the terms right, because that bitch... that bitch was bad, okay? So I'll take washed up, but trash, never, nah, no. All All right, so let's go ahead and take a break. And I do have something I want to talk about in our final thoughts. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So for my final thoughts, I want to know if you guys think we'll ever break away from societal norms. We talked all episode about the harm it places on people, the pressure, the expectations people have. Like, will we ever break away from this?
No. No.
No.
No. Look at the Bugs Bunny. No.
So if it's cool, so basically all they're gonna do is change, right? Like basically, like we operate. Like you think about it, everything is just a group of agreements, right? It's just things that we say, hey, like we are agreeing that this is the thing, right? We're agreeing that a dollar bill is worth $1 worth of stuff, and it gets you this. $1 is a figment of our imagination. Like currency is not a real thing. It's a figment. You know what I'm saying? It's an agreement between us and the government, basically, or whatever. So I just think that when it comes to
you preaching. So you preaching right now.
So when it comes to different portions of that, it's just one of those things that were the agreement in the past won't be the agreement anymore.
That nigga ain't preaching. That nigga just want us to buy Bitcoin.
I don't have Bitcoin.
Because if we
see, look, that's why.
But if we stop placing our value in the dollar and put it in somewhere else, then we can make that our money and fucking overturn it.
So all we gonna do is
listen, open coin coming soon.
Like, look. So then all we gonna do is devalue the dollar to put it in the Bitcoin, and then have to go to the store and use Bitcoin the same way we was using the dollar. It's a society. The norm is always going to be the norm.
It's a way to flip the tables, though, because now I have all the Bitcoin and you still stuck using those dollars.
Because guess what you got to buy Bitcoin with?
Dollars.
When can we start buying Bitcoin with Bitcoin?
I don't think you can. That's how it's going to flip. So now I got all this Bitcoin. I got to give you. It's going to be.
Listen, why can't I spend $5 on $20?
$5 on 20. It's going to be a cycle because
fucking gift card. I can't even buy a $25 gift card for $5 unless it's some kind of hack in the system that shouldn't happen.
Right?
Like, it's just we are never going to get away from. We're never going to be able to say, hey, this woman enjoys being by herself. Something must be wrong with her. Like. We're never going to get away from this.
So, what do you think? Do you think we'll ever get away from societal norms?
No, because we keep teaching them shits to the generation after us.
We do.
Like, I say this all the time, I generally think Jaden Smith could have changed the world.
Oh, why you say that?
I think he could have because he the thought process that he's got could change the world if people didn't only see him as Will Smith's son. B, think the nigga was weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not normal, so it's weird. I don't need to trust it.
I haven't really paid attention to much of what he does. But
the nigga was single-handedly trying to fix the Flint, Michigan water problem by himself with the company he got with. Mm-hmm. Nobody's seeing that because the government, which is a societal norm, wasn't.
Yeah, they kind of set the standards for what we can and can't do.
And he was doing something outside of normal and... Like, niggas was just like, oh, yeah, that's the nigga that had the skirt on.
Yeah. I definitely have to agree with you all that we won't be able to change it because the moment we start getting rid of the norms, like getting married and wearing clothes and all those things, other things are just going to replace it. It's just going to be something that replaces the norm is new. It's constantly changing. We see it in fashion. Like,
I mean, you learn norms from day one, right? In terms of, hey, if a baby cries, it's either going to be this, or this, right? And if you don't essentially appease that, then that is considered abuse,
right? So
you know what I'm saying, like it's like this. Where the whole point is that there's a right way of doing something and a bad way of doing something,
but somehow we find a way to get away from that. Because if I cry right now and y'all look at me and ask me if I'm okay, that's the only thing you really gonna do. Y'all just gonna ignore it and then I have to work through it myself. Like, the norm should be y'all should help me stop crying all the way through.
Not necessarily, because some people just want to be able to get it out.
Maybe the baby just wanted to All right.
I think, I don't think we're ever going to be able to break away from it because, like you said, we're taught it from a young age. And I just think in order to change it, this is going to sound like, cliche, whatever, but we started we ended the year with cliche, so we're back again. You're not going to be able to change the whole thing, but you can change yourself as a person and what you want to subscribe to. If societal norms are kicking your ass and getting on your nerves, stop doing them. Like, don't do the shit that people want you to do. Have fun. And you know what? It's going to be a lot of attention. It's going to be a lot of arguing. But guess what? You're the one person out of the majority that stands out because now they're all shouting at you. Like, Meek's name has been in everybody's mouth. As much as people want to say that they don't know Meek and all these things, you kind of do. You do.
I got anxiety, but you know one thing I don't got anxiety about?
What?
Screen time. Turn that shit right off. Don't know what it is.
Don't know
how long I be on.
Oh, you be
turn it right off.
You unsubscribe from it. I hate that. I hate every Sunday, and they do it on Sunday at the top of the week to let you know, girl. Hey, girl, you've been on this phone.
Can't relate.
You turned it off.
Turned it off.
Unsubscribe from some stuff. It helps. I unsubscribe from stuff I don't like all the time.
But you know one thing you should subscribe to?
What?
This podcast and It's Lovely Baby Make a Playlist.
Absolutely.
You are now tuned in to WMEZ this week. I usually play underground artists, but this week this guy is actually signed to Rock Nation, and his project is not being talked about on the internet as much as I think it should. So we're gonna get to it. This week we have Dixson, 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 and this song is called Kream here on WMEZ.
Textually active.
All right, let's get to the memes. Let's get to the meme of it. E, what you got?
Yeah. I'm gonna tag you in for a second.
Okay, I'll go first. This one kind of plays into our last episode. Our last episode was kind of like a discussion about siblings and family traditions. Lex was here. Shout out to Lex. Make sure you go back and listen to that episode. It was great. So my meme is, it's crazy how your siblings actually have their own lives. I literally see them as side characters in mine. Like, I can't believe y'all like have a life. Like, I thought y'all was just like my co-host and like hung out with me.
Not at all.
Okay.
Nope.
I hate that for you guys.
It sucks.
Like, how dare you have a life
They're supposed to.
outside of me? I don't like that.
It's crazy.
I'm just gonna I don't know. I'm just gonna say, just give yourself permission. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Throw a little promotion in there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
You can do a little podcast here at the Open Media Lab if you want to too. Tell them.
Listen, man.
Give yourself permission. Get out of your way.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it all by yourself.
Just do it.
My meme this week came straight from me, from my brain, off my top.
That's right.
Top. Listen, I like that you said that.
Okay.
I like that you said that.
Uh-huh.
Because my meme this week says, broke bitches don't deserve dick.
I know that's right.
Don't even sound as cool. They get everything. Broke bitches don't deserve it. No man has ever said that. No man has ever said that.
That's because I feel like y'all place more value on vagina than we do the peen. Y'all do. Y'all do.
What value?
Like, y'all just want...
Okay. I see where this is going.
Y'all want the pussy better than we want the dick. Like, and it's not saying that we don't want the dick more than y'all, but like, y'all value pussy a little bit more than we value dick. A girl will go a strong year, 2 years, 3 years without no dick, but I don't know men do that. I don't know men
You know why?
Why?
Because there's a buffet. So today I might not want steak. She might have
You want
steak.
asshole?
Hey,
Yeah.
this has been another episode of Textually Active. If you enjoyed this week's episode, you know what you should do? You should subscribe.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe, rate us and rank us. Go over to the YouTube. Watch us live in living color. It looks amazing. It's amazing. Shout out to the Open Media Lab. You can go over there, subscribe and rank us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm Meezy. My co-host has been Red. Shout out to E on the boards. We're out of here today. Because I'm not even gonna dignify that.
Okay.
Nasty.
Talk to you later, guys.
Yo, Rez is out.
Rez out.
Thank you for listening to the Textually Active podcast.